Always by your side. Do you see?
Whoa! Monkey God's great!
It sure do, Cody. Time flies when you got a boner. And I got a boner.
1-900-4903. All my friends are dead and they don't like me anymore. They've moved along, they've changed, and now they find me quite a bore. Way back then it was okay to be a little weird, but all my friends are dead.
But I just worship the guy. So when he died and things changed, it was a real struggle for me to like continue loving this stuff. And then when they rebooted it with Judd Apatow's version, I was
optimistic.
They just totally missed the mark. But maybe we'll save that.
Huh. Maybe MC Chris has got a point. What's up, you stupid Muppets? It's me, your host, internet personality Melt Content, and this is another episode of that show that you watch on the internet, 10minutedailyvideo.net, your one place for 10minutedailyvideo.net, and all the Muppet hate you're gonna get. Hey, the Muppets Sucks, huh? I'm gonna get into more nitpicky stuff in a minute, but like this intro, like compared to the original like intro, is so much worse. And it came out so much further into the future, and I don't understand how they couldn't make it look even remotely like the original. Yeah, I've had to kind of take a long, hard look at the legacy of the Muppets and kind of decide that, like Star Wars, Disney's has completely run Muppets into the ground. I used to think that the Muppets 2011 was like the shining bastion of things that were really good that came out from the Muppets.
The show is a disaster, Frog.
But it's not.
We're pitching. It's just the Muppet Show, exactly how it was. They have a theater, but it's just, it's going to be Bruce Springsteen instead of Carol Burnett or whatever.
Well, that's
like,
the
great.
thing is
and
that
then he goes, but they travel through time. I said, wait a minute, why are you ruining this?
I have some thoughts about the 2015 Office version of the Muppets. I think it's like 50-50 really good, 50-50 really bad. And the really bad, I think I edited out for the really good, because there are some really good jokes in the Muppet Office.
Okay, it's go time. Get your keys and meet me in the parking lot in 5 minutes.
Where are we going?
I was talking to Scooter.
Oh, well, you're looking right at me.
But I want to talk about the Muppet Office. I want to talk about why the 2011 movie sucks.
She is in Paris, France.
I really wasn't thinking about the Muppets much recently. The Muppet Mayhem, or the Dr. Teeth movie, show, whatever, that thing tanked. Muppets Now is like a miserable, awful, unfunny wreck. And I kept thinking, that Jason Segel thing, that's probably good, right? If I go back to the 2011 movie. And then I was listening to the None of This Matters podcast, and Dana and MC Chris were talking about how there are no good Muppet movies anymore since Jim died. And I sort of don't agree with that. And I think I agree mostly with MC Chris.
The Muppets be something that happened in the 70s and the 80s. It has to be something that's like where they're online and they're having a group chat on Zoom and they're talking about their COVID tests.
So people can relate.
It's like nobody, this is for 50-year-olds.
Yeah.
And who don't want to exist in 2025 anymore.
I think there are two good Muppet movies that came after Jim Henson's death. They're both helmed by Brian Henson. Brian Henson, a.k.a. Hollywood's least talented Nepo baby, am I right? That's mostly a joke. He's pretty talented. But Happy Time Murders.
Just do it, and then we can go back to your office.
Steve Whitmire might be the worst Kermit ever. He's a fine Rizzo. I don't know why you'd ever take a guy that was voicing Rizzo and give him Kermit. There must have done auditions or some shit, but he can't go yay. Like Jim Henson had a very specific yay for Kermit that apparently Steve Whitmire can't do. You know, and it took me 14 years to realize that this movie sucked. And I think part of it is that the day before I had dropped acid and I was in a very good mood. And I really wanted the Muppet movie to not be as bad as like Muppets from Space or like, you know, Muppets Tonight or what was that Muppet Christmas card thing or like that fucking Wizard of Oz movie or whatever. Like they're all real bad. Like every one of these is bad. So 2011 got a huge pass because it does have a lot of good jokes. I think it's not like completely worthless.
Wait a minute. What are you doing?
With the lights
I actually think once it becomes the Muppet Show, it was really funny. I think you solve this movie by getting rid of all these dumb references to the other movies, especially singing Rainbow Connection. Holy fuck. They do Rainbow Connection twice in this movie.
We're glad you found it. The Rainbow Connection.
I don't get it. They don't have any, like, even, I guess, maybe if they did a B-side or I'm gonna go back there someday, or what they should have done is hired Paul Williams to write some songs. I don't. What are you doing? See, I understand that you're never gonna have the same thing that Jim Henson had because there's no like the workflow is different, and that just seems stupid, but it's true. Every one of these Muppets was like a part of a person's personality, or their entire personality in maybe Gonzo's case.
Would you please stop singing? You've already sung this song.
So the music is like, there's like one or two decent songs. Most of the songs are really bad. Why are there all these dancing people? There's too many fucking people in this fucking Muppet movie. Like for a movie that's supposed to be like deep diving all of these side characters and like grabbing up like and making us remember, oh my God, we love this franchise. We want at least 3 television series after this of these characters. Right, but the workflow's not there. Jim and gang were putting themselves into each of these Muppets, and like many of them are dead now, and no one's allowed to make new Muppets.
And I've been taught that when people are looking at me and talking to me, they're talking to me.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Chip. I'm the IT guy.
Like the closest we got to new Muppets was on No You Shut Up. Yeah, do you even know what that is?
Technicality no down boo over? Technicality no down boo over.
Welcome back. Joining me for the panel are TV doctor, Dr. Moose, the host of Comedy Bang Bang, Scott Aukerman, Republican host of Crab Fire, Red Crab, actor, model, and hot dog, Hot Dog.
Hi, and may I say, what's up, Hot Dog?
Hey, what is up?
But like this idea that the individual characters mattered and they had their own personalities, and those personalities were derived from the puppeteers, is why the Muppets are endearing characters. It's incredibly unique. The new Muppet we do get is Walter, and Walter sucks, and he sucks so bad that they never did anything with him ever. And boy, did I forget how much they overemphasized how fucking important Walter is, because he's not a good fucking Muppet.
It's Walter.
His character traits are to panic and freak out, which is kind of just what the Muppets do. So his Muppet trait is to be a Muppet fan. And maybe this is the best metaphor ever. Maybe that's it. Maybe this is a metaphor for not meeting your fans because you'll never like live up to their expectations. Oh wait, Walter saves the day. Stupid. And I think Siegel's real bad in this. I know he wanted to make this movie after forgetting Sarah Marshall, and you know the puppet thing in that was whatever. He really wanted this to be a thing, and it sucks, and he did a bad job. I don't remember if he directed this or if he just mostly wrote it or whatever, but it's just remarkable how little everyone understood the assignment. Like, you can compare it to the more recent Pee Wee Herman movie where they nailed it. They got the tone correct 100%. Everyone was on board. It had everything you would want from that kind of thing at this stage in Paul Rubens' career. You cannot say that about the Muppets 2021.
Now you know how we felt for the past 40 years.
It's just, it's disappointingly bad. What else we got? I think I said everything. Thanks for watching. The Muppets Suck. If you want to help with money, there's a Patreon, and if you don't, there's a subscription button. On the Patreon, there are art things if you want art. I do my own title cards. You guys knew that, right? Okay, credits.